All righty. Okay, hello. Can you state your name and your relation to me?
Good afternoon. My name is Duela Murray Patterson. Um, I am the mother of Kennedy Patterson. She's my daughter.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about our family and how race, gender, and class has affected us throughout our many generations. So first off, can you provide us with any background information about our family?
Well, let me say this. I am in education. Um, Neither one of my daughters want to be in education, and I'm okay with that because I think that I sacrificed and done all the things that they can do what they desire. But that's where my family. That's where we stand. Um, it starts back from my great grandfather and his siblings. Um, they are Curvins. I don't know if you know the area, but if you're heading toward south and to Houston or down 45, there's a little city called Curvin. Well, that's my great grandfather's land, and there his siblings were educators. They were all principals or school teachers or things like that. Obviously, back in that time, that's what African American people did. Except for him, he was not. He had his own land, and he had, I think, a cotton land is what he had. However, he instilled in his children, which were my grandmother, my mother's mother. This is my maternal side. My grandmother's and her siblings' education, and so my uncles, her brothers, were all on Dallas's school boards, and I had one uncle that was really into politics, so he was a politician and he had his own, business, and he worked with the governor and all these things to help with University of Prairie A&M University, which is where I graduated from. And then I had another uncle, his other brother, that was also on Dallas's board, and they were board of regent members for University of North Texas and Texas Southern, and my other uncle was a principal. So reality is, educators all within my family, myself, my mother, my sister, and my cousins, we've all followed in, and my mother and I and my sister are part of Dallas ISD. So we're a big family of educators, and we just try to instill in our children to try to, learn, always be learners, continue to make sure that you're getting something out of everything every single day. You're learning something, you're moving forward, because to me that's just how life is. You can't ever stop being a learner. You're always a life learner. So education is a big part of us. Does that answer?
Yes, that answers. So my next would be, what are some challenges our family has faced while being Black in America?
Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, only because we are a family of educators. We've always tried to live in places that provided the best resources. So in growing up, I've gone to school where majority of the time I might have been the only person in my class that looked like myself. And I feel that, I could be asked questions and all eyes were on me. So either I answered the way that I was expected to answer, or if it just depends on how people would perceive how I answered the question. So I've known that I've always had to make sure that I stayed a step ahead, to make sure that I was given a fair shot. There were situations where I know that I worked really hard, and I don't think that I was given a fair shot. But so I learned that I would always have documentation, and I try to teach my children that. Make sure you cover yourself in everything that you do. No one can argue with fact or truth. And truth in fact comes from something that you can actually, that's tangible, that you can see. So I've tried to teach my children those things. And I would say that's the biggest challenge, is just making sure that we stay the step ahead, just making sure that we were prepared for challenges that we may face. And even if we weren't prepared for them, even if I'm not expecting it to occur, to be able to handle it with humility and grace and move forward, and work through whatever challenge I may face, because they're going to come. I know that. And so, and I've experienced it. So I just do the best that I can to make sure I try to stay 2 steps ahead. And if I can't, have enough knowledge to be prepared to handle whatever it faces and know how to go and find what I need.
Mm-hmm.
I get that.
That was a good answer. Yeah, that was a good answer.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, my question would be, do you think that being a Black woman has made it harder for you at times?
Oh my gosh, these questions. Okay, let me say this. I won't limit it to the fact of being a Black woman. I will say there are 2 things. I am a woman first. And secondly, I am an African-American woman or Black woman. And we all know the suffrage rights, the acts, there are times. I don't want to say that this is a man's world, because I don't want to sound like that woman or like that girl. But women, we're in a world where a lot of things are not necessarily fair, and women have to work a little harder. We may not have the same compensation. We may not have the same opportunities. We may not be able to do the things that the male species may get, or it may not come as quickly. I mean, it will come, but we have to work a little harder. And then I add the layer of being Black to that. I stated earlier that I've always known to always cover myself and stay 2 steps ahead, or at least try. I can't always, because I can't always anticipate what may occur. But I do know to make sure that I have resources to figure things out, to be able to move. And I have a village to help me to be able to do that. And with that being said, it makes life a little easier. But I know, being a female, I have to make sure that I am well prepared. I am well prepared. And I know that some things that I should probably receive, or we should receive as women, a lot faster than we do. But it doesn't happen that way. So since it doesn't, I'm not oblivious to what's reality. I just try to make sure that I'm prepared for reality. And I don't let those things stop me. I try the best to not let things put me in a negative light, or make me feel like, oh, because I'm a woman or because I'm Black, this is not going to occur. What I try to look at is, okay, this is the challenge. This is what's ahead of me. How can I be successful? And what things do I need to put in place to make these things occur? And if I know that along the way there's something in my path, well, who can I access to help me to get through this journey? Because no is never an answer for me. See, that's my mindset. No is not the answer. The answer might not be right now. It might not be right now, but it's coming. So I put forth the effort. And not only do I put forth the effort, I have the drive to make what I want happen. Might not happen when I desire, but it will happen. And I don't limit it because I'm an African American or because I'm a woman. I just make it happen. That's my motto. Make it happen. No nonsense. And she says I'm a little over the top, and I'm sorry, but I just believe that, if that's what we want to do, we're going to do it. And I teach my children that, what you set your mind to it, don't let no be the answer. Find another way. Yeah.
So you said you teach your children that. That leads me into my next question. How have you taught the next generation, which would be me and my sister, how to deal with discrimination?
How to deal with discrimination. Again, my daughters are also like myself. I raise them in an environment where I think that they have better resources, and that means that we're in a diverse environment. My youngest daughter, she's only in the 5th grade, and it's so sad to say she's already experienced. She's already had that. And what I taught her and what I told her is, Cameron, and I'm sorry, her name is Cameron. And I hate that you've had to experience this, but it's an early lesson. This is what I told her. It's an early lesson for you. There are people that have different hearts than ours. And sad to say, they feel like we don't deserve some of the things that they do. But we are so deserving and so entitled to what's our destiny, what's for us, and what we desire. So when I teach my children, and I think Kennedi can attest to this, is that people will try to stand in our way. But again, no, it's not the answer. We'll find another way around. We have a faith that's very strong. And I teach my children, that's what's for us will be for us. We believe in a higher being that will take care of all things. And we work hard in everything that we do. Nothing is given. And if it is given, then you will see the reason. We're going to work, and we're going to make sure that if it's given to us, then it's because that person realizes that we can handle it, and we will give it our best shot, and we will do the best to make whomever proud. And so I teach my kids to always strive for the best, no matter whom is standing in your way, because you can't dictate somebody's mentality or the way that they see things in life. And so with that being said, how do you win? You just do better. You just do better. When someone says no, someone says you can't do this, you can't, or you're not capable of doing it. Okay, thank you. And so then I go to my room and I say, what's the plan? Let's make a decision, children. Let's do better. If they say you didn't do well at this, okay. You got an 85? Tomorrow you better have a 98. So you're gonna double that and more. That's the reality. Because why? You're gonna earn it, and you're gonna deserve it. Because what you do, when you do it right, and you know what you're doing, no one can take it from you. And that's kind of what I teach my kids. Strive and work hard. Do your best. Now, I'm not the mom, and they honestly think that I'm saying, hey, you got to be 100. It has to be perfect. No, I want your best, because no one can take your best away from you. You know, if you earn it, no one can take it from you. It's yours. It's yours. So that's kind of what I teach my kids when it comes to racism or anything, discrimination, or any implicit and bias or any of that stuff. It's there. It's in our faces. It's a reality. We live with that. We deal with that. But it doesn't define us. We work beyond it. Mm-hmm. Kennedi, answer that for you?
Yes, you went into great detail.
I don't know. You know, I'll get on my soapbox.
No, yeah, you did great. Is there any other thing that you'd like to add? Any more words of wisdom?
I don't think that I want to impart anything on anyone else, except for I've always told my children, I said the same thing. Like I've been saying the whole time. We just work. We're just work to do the best thing that we can do. Be the best that we can be.
Be the best. Nobody can take it from you.
That's where I'm going, and you know it.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Mom. Thank you for giving a little background on where we come from and why I am the person I am today.
Yes, 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 absolutely.
Okay.
That's just a part of it. Have more, but that's that's the foundation.
Mm. Okay, thanks, Mom.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Mama. Wait.